I think this is the point in the wedding where we show all these people our horrible baby pictures.
Oh, where we get the oohs and the ahs.
Yeah, with that horrible montage.
I'm not hating on that, but it's just been done before. We can be so much
Yeah.
more creative. That's more my style and your
So,
style.
what do you want to do then if you're not showing the baby pictures?
Everybody loves a good love story. We could always talk about how we first met.
We could, but every time you tell that story, you get it wrong.
No, you get it wrong.
No, you get it wrong.
No, I get it
Every
right.
time he tells this story,
I first noticed Megan when I was in class because she was the loud, know-it-all girl that sat in the very front.
I don't actually remember seeing Ryan in class because he was the frat, lazy boy who sat in the very back, and I was always really focused on school. So technically, I don't ever remember seeing him there. And thank God for Brian.
Brian, of course, is one of my groomsmen and a fraternity brother.
And it just so happens that Brian was my best friend's little brother. So it was only a matter of time before the two of us finally met.
Brian invited me to go eat lunch with him and a former friend in the Trojan Center for lunch, and lo and behold, there was Megan.
So I met Brian in the hallway one afternoon, and he asked me if I would like to go catch up and have lunch with him and some of his friends. So of course I tag along, and when I get there, I notice he has this kind of cute friend with him, and I end up sitting beside him and flirting with him throughout the whole entire lunch, and Lord and behold, it was Ryan.
She was hot.
He was a little bit of a slacker.
She was caring.
Kinda fratastic.
She was funny.
Extremely funny.
And did I mention she was really hot?
And it didn't hurt that he was really cute.
There was just one problem. She was never available.
So we decided to be friends.
So after all that flirting, I got stuck in the friend zone.
So we spent the next 5 years being friends. But I always remember a promise that he made me make the day that we met. And that was, if I ever became single, he would be the first person that I called.
She never called. But she texted me. Which is almost as good, right?
Even though I just sent a text, a part of me could see Ryan jumping up and down, ecstatic that I finally texted him after 5 long years of being in the friend zone. So when I texted him, I asked him to come up to Nashville and see if possibly he'd want to spend the 4th of July weekend with me.
You got me. Yeah, I was pretty excited to say the least. I knew she was digging the frat boy swag after 5 years. And going up to Nashville, 4th of July weekend, the only thing that was concerning to me was the gas money, because was she going to pitch in or not? She never did. It was a long drive.
And after a wonderful weekend, there was absolutely no way I was letting that boy walk out of my front door without us finally becoming an item.
After I left, I went to White Castle, got a delicious slider with cheese and fries, and after my delicious cherry cola with it, I decided that I didn't want to eat at White Castle alone, and I definitely had to be with her for the rest of my life.
He seriously probably talked about the White Castle, didn't he?
Fast forward a bit. We've been dating for a while, and I can't think of anything else to do in life except marry this girl.
So we're in Nashville on a little mini vacay when all of a sudden Ryan asked me to show him something pretty in Nashville. And the only place that I could think of was this beautiful lake I used to live on called Priest Lake.
It's in the middle of the night. It's freezing outside, and we're driving to Priest Lake. We're actually going where the water's low at this point in time. There's a bunch of rocks that are on the surface, and we start walking down there, and it's freezing outside. And instead of being just really nervous, that I am already, I've got to go to the bathroom, and that's like the number one thing on my mind. I've got to go.
So we get this beautiful surroundings all around us, and it's absolutely romantic and breathtaking. And as soon as we step out of the car, I'm expecting to go on this beautiful moonlight walk down this river. And instead, he takes off running towards the trees for God knows what. Till this day, I still don't think I actually know why he was going towards all those trees.
Shh. Not a word, people.
So when he finally gets back to take this walk, he keeps trying to talk to me, but instead, I'm just trying to kiss the boy, because, it's like a romantic scenery. But every time I lean in to kiss him, he literally pushes me off of him and keeps repeating, "Woman, I'm trying to ask you a question."
She came at me, guns a-blazing, trying to kiss me. But I had a mission. My mission was to propose to this woman in a romantic setting. So, I hit a knee, and I asked the woman of my dreams to marry me right then and there. And of course, she said no.
But then, of course, I told him I was just joking, and what do you know? We got engaged.
So what have I learned about being in a relationship with Megan? She's always right. Because if I disagree, I'm not getting fed, and I'm still going to White Castle by myself.
So what have I learned from being in a relationship with Ryan? Nick Saban will always get attention over me.
She's still really, really loud.
That no matter how much I detest the color green, Ryan will always find a way to put me in a Green Bay Packers of Notre Dame shirt and parade me around the mall in it.
And yes, she's still pretty good looking. Score.
That no matter how many times I tell him I am Team Edward, we will still have to watch Harry Potter on TV. And that's the story of us. Ryan and I would like to take this moment to send a special thank you to our mom and dad. And without you, I could not imagine having a more perfect wedding, the wedding of our dreams, and to all that have flown in and made this an even more special event. Thank you all so, so much. You have anything to say?
Enjoy the open bar and have fun. I love you, Grandma.
Okay, well, until next time, laters, baby. Bye.